Welcome back to the channel. Filthy here with AO Reliance. We're back in my house again. Sorry about that, but I am currently packing for a 3-day, 3-night trip to Bear Lake in the Apache Sitgraves National Forest, where I will be demonstrating a Boy Scouts of America kit. So if you're interested in the kit and what I put in it and what Boy Scouts suggest, stay tuned and I'll break it down for you. Guys, welcome back. We're going to go over the kit items as prescribed by the Boy Scouts of America in their field book, page 260. This is the 3rd edition, so some of the information in here is a little dated. If you get the book, keep that in mind and make intelligent changes to it instead of smart-ass comments in the comment section. But this is a good base, a good all-around base for any kit. It is lacking because you got to remember this was meant for 13 and 14-year-old boys and a troop of 20, so there is no cutting tools in this list because that was relegated to the Scoutmasters and the Assistant Scoutmasters because they didn't want a bunch of pre-adolescent teens or prepubescent or pubescent teens running around the forest with sharp objects. So, you know, add to the kit accordingly for your needs. I'm demonstrating this kit first just to show it's a viable kit to use for anything you're doing. A bug out bag, which you know, I don't believe in the concepts of bug out, EDC, and all that other stuff. You just have your kit, and however you build it, it's how you build it. It's just gotten too commercialized, and people making a lot of money off of other people who ain't taking the time to get informed on what they actually need. But this is a good, solid kit at the base. So the first thing they talk about in the book, and sorry about the camera and everything, but I gotta pan over, I'll try to keep it as steady as possible, is the backpack. And my backpack of choice is this Badlands Boss. It's Badlands' largest tactical pack, 2,200 cubic inches of room, and I'll do a more descriptive a review of this pack in another video after I decide whether I'm gonna keep it or lose it and find something different, and then give you a video either way on it as a review on the pack. But over here to the right are the base items. And you know, the next items they talk about are boots, socks, clothing appropriate for the season. Now, those 3 items there is what I'll be wearing tomorrow. I can go more over that, what I'm wearing, when I get up there and explain to you guys the concepts of my 100-degree to 10-degree layering system for Arizona that I'm trying to come up, you know, with just one set of clothing, so you don't have to pack a whole bunch of clothing in a backpack. So stay tuned for that. Then it goes on about sweater, jacket, parka or coat, and rain gear. So what I got here is I've got a skivvy roll right here, and then on top or underneath the skivvy roll I have a Badlands Element base layer bottom, so long john bottoms, and this underneath is a 100% wool military mock turtleneck sweater. This would be my insulating layer. I don't expect to be needing any of that stuff this weekend. It's been pretty warm, but you know, being Boy Scouts and everything, always be prepared. You don't want to get caught off guard up there and not have enough layering clothing to keep you alive and comfortable. Let's see, and then rain gear. I'm using a 5-star gear military style poncho. That is my rain gear. It could also double as a shelter, but I'm not using it as a shelter in this trip here. I'm using something else. We'll go over that in a minute. Let's see. So Then the next sets of gears I got on here is hat, tent, ground cloth, tent stakes, sleeping bag, and foam sleeping pad. So that's the rest of that stuff right there. My tent of choice, I'm using this, which is a 10x10 snug pack all weather shelter packed up in here. It does come with tent stakes and paracord to help erect it and whatnot. And then in the top of it, there's enough room in the top of this that I put my beanie cap and a do-it-yourself tinder kit in the top of it, which I could go over while we're up there in another video. So ground cloth, I am using something that you've seen before on my videos, just a 55-gallon 3mm thick trash bag as a ground cloth. Sleeping bag, I am using a jungle bag sleeping bag from Snug Pack. That's my sleep gear, plus a Climate Static V air mattress. So that concludes the sleeping gear. And then the book goes further on and talking about fuel bottle or cylinders, cooking utensils, cup, bowl, plate, spoon, and food. And then, so yeah, that's all your like galley stuff and your menu. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the camera now, and we're going to pan over this stuff over here. So that's pretty much this stuff right here. Let me set this down, and I'm going to back it up just a little bit, and let's go down. So there we go. We got ourselves our cook kit, which is this 24-ounce Stanley stainless cooker. I've got this Power Gas by Primus, a stove from Primus that connects to it. This will nest in the can. I got some cooking oil, dish soap, salt, pepper, sugar, 2 pieces of 12x12 aluminum foil. That all nests inside of there, which nests inside my 20-ounce BSA cup. Then I've got just some camping utensils I bought at the local outfitter store. And then a single wall 27-ounce clean canteen. I'm also taking another 3 pints of water in this hydro pack that's going to go in the backpack. There's a spot specifically for hydration packs in there, so that'll go in there. So I'm not going with a whole lot of water. I am camping next to a lake, so it'll give me an opportunity to work on my filtering and processing water, which I'll do a video on while I'm up there. And then it goes on to first aid kit, pocket knife matches, fire starter. You also have a watch, whistle, metal mirror, cord, bandanas, and toilet paper. But a lot of that stuff I've got in a pre-made survival kit. I've kept this type of survival kit with me in every vehicle I've owned since I was 16. I will do a separate video on it at a later date. But this is the core of every one of my kit builds. This will be involved in every one of them. And it's at this little Badlands Everything pouch is my survival kit. This has a small cutting tool. It's got some paracord. It has a full first aid owie boo boo kit in it. It's got a knife sharpener. It's got a lot of the stuff that I just named off out of the book in there. But I will do a separate video on this because, like I said, this goes in my lunchbox while I'm at work, or it goes in my work truck, but it's always within a short sprint away from where I'm at. I never leave home without it. No, I don't call it my everyday carry because I've been carrying a damn thing like this long before the whole concept ever came up. So I'll do a separate video on that. But that's my first aid survival kit. That's kind of the heart of every kit I build right there. I can do everything I need if I have to out of that little pouch. So let's get back over here. They did talk about food. This is 3 days of food in here. This is the container in which my all-weather shelter came in from Snug Pack. So there's kind of a picture of the shelter, but all my food for 3 days in here, and it's just a basic Boy Scout. 3 oatmeals, 3 ramens. I've got 3 sides in there. I'm hoping to catch trout every day to where I can make fish for dinner at night and just make up the sides at night. But I do have some meat packed in it. I'll do a separate video on that while we're up there, camping menus, and discuss the pros and cons of this versus MREs and Mountain House type foods. Then let's see what else we got. I'm going to pan over just a little more. So I got wet ones. This is my, I guess, toilet paper. They call for toilet paper in the kit, but I don't ever haul toilet paper. This is some hunting soap, body wash, and shampoo, non-scent, a comb, some toothpaste, small toothbrush. So this is basically my little hygiene kit. They call for a small towel. My Schmog is my small towel. It also serves other purposes for filtering water, covering my head, tying it into knots and making it into a pillow. And then another bandana. And then got right here, I've got a map of the area in which I'm going to be camping in and my compass. And then over here I have got my flashlight and my headlamp. And that is basically everything that's in the Boy Scouts of America kit. But that's not all that I'm taking. I'm also taking with me this is a candle lantern. I only have the one candle in it. They didn't have any replacements for it today, so I've got 9 hours of candle there that will be good for the shelter. You'll see that in an upcoming video. I'm also packing some gloves. I'm surprised Boy Scouts of America didn't throw that in there, but like I said, the book is a little dated. Of course, I'm adding my hatchet and my Mora for my cutting tools. I'm also adding, this is a Coleman E-tool, entrenching tool. I'm adding that to the kit. I also have this little, I got this little tool kit right here that I keep wrapped up in a bandana. It has 4 aluminum tent stakes, some pre-made prusik loops, snub nose pliers with a 6-inch DeWalt reciprocating saw blade. That's my saw, and a 4-in-1 file with another 100% cotton bandana that it all wraps up into. I am also taking my fire kit. I will do a video on this up north for my next topic of combustion in my 5C series. What else we got here? I have got these body glove wet shoes. They're easy to pack, they dry fast, and if my boots get wet or whatnot, I've got something to wear around the campsite while my boots are drying out. Cord. I also have paracord in my survival kit there, and paracord with my shelter, but I like having some bigger rope to run my ridgeline with. And then for extras, because I'm bringing my action cam and all its accessories, that's a wrist view remote for the action cam, and my Garmin. I'm also bringing my Goal Zero Nomad 7 solar panel and charging kit to keep all this stuff charged up. That's going in the pack. 2 walkabouts, one that's going to stay in camp and the other one will go with whoever's leaving camp and going to the lake to go fishing, so we can stay in contact with the camp in case something goes wrong. And being that I do live in the state of Arizona, I am taking my Glock 22 with 2 magazines. So there you have it, folks. That is a rundown of the base Boy Scout kit plus the stuff I threw on top that wasn't included. This would make a fine kit for anybody for any situation, whether you're building a bug out bag, 72-hour bag. I would admit, if you're doing a 72-hour bag for natural disaster reasons, because you live in one of those zones in the country that are, you know, earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, that kind of thing, I would probably switch some of this stuff up. I'm not quite sure how, but this is definitely more of a recreation kit, but it would serve fine as something else. Well, that's the rundown on that. I don't like making real long videos, but I just wanted to show you guys what I was packing so I didn't have to go over it while I was up there, because I'll be limited on SD card space while I'm up there, and I would rather capture other things like the type of shelter I built, where I built it, the knots that I used, and comparisons on the menu that I got there versus MREs or mountain houses. Some videos of hopefully me catching my limit in trout. So I thought I'd do this now. Sorry it ran so long, but it is what it is. I hope you like the content. If you do, please like and subscribe and help get more traffic to my channel. I'm starting to understand how tough it is to do this. It's a lot tougher to get views than I thought it would be, but it is what it is. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. As always, guys, it's better to have knowledge and not need it than to need knowledge and not have it. Be safe, and I will see you on the next one.